Should we welcome the return of an object of morality, or is it authoritarian fantasy? I'm going to start with Slavoj.
Very briefly, I hope I will have some chance later to go on. First, it all depends on what you mean by objective morality and moral relativism. I think there is a third term here. If I may even refer briefly to a philosopher with whom I didn't agree, Karl Popper, he introduced the term of the third world, like objective facts of a symbolic order, which in some sense are not part of external reality, but nonetheless it's false to subjectivize them, to say these are just emotions and so on. In this sense, I think morality, to work as morality, has to be minimally objective. You cannot have morality for which you claim that it directly just expresses your attitudes, your whatever. But just to give 2-3 hints into what direction I want to go, there are big historical changes. But I think that although there are many rules which in some way or other are common to different epochs, what always fascinated me is that every objective system of not just morality but customs and so on always relies on implicit unwritten rules, which are absolutely crucial. And I will conclude with just 2 examples which are my favorite. One is, did you notice how often things are prohibited, but the system itself, between the lines, solicits you to violate the prohibition? Like, I had a very vulgar experience, sorry to fall so low, with my father when I was young. He warned me against contacts too young with women and so on. And then he inquired, but did you already do it? What kind of a man are you? And so on. So following, this ambiguity, and much more interesting, with which I will conclude, the opposite version of things that we are solicited even to do, you can do it, on condition that you don't do it. For example, my favorite, ordinary and extreme example, then I stop. Ordinary example, do you have, I'm not talking about the traitors, England, here in Wales. Do you also have this manner, I invite you to dinner, and it's clear that I will pay. But when the bill arrives, if I invited you, you have to insist for some time, no, let's share it, and so on. We both know that at the end I will pay. But the guy has to make an offer which we know will be refused. And my favorite example here is, it really happened in, old Stalinist Soviet Union. In Soviet Union, it was not only, of course, prohibited to criticize Stalin. It was even more prohibited to publicly announce this prohibition. It happened at one session that a guy raised hand, Comrade Stalin is wrong here. Then another guy raised his hand and said, are you crazy? We don't speak like this here. You don't criticize Stalin. The second guy disappeared much faster than the first one. This is very elegant thing. Prohibition itself is prohibited. All this just to complicate things. Thanks.
Brilliant. That does complicate things.
To continue watching this video, click the link in the top left or in the description below. Or visit iai.tv for more debates and talks from the world's leading thinkers on today's biggest ideas.